In this lecture, we are going to see how we can find out the properties of the geometry inside older version of the software as well as the newer version of the software. For that purpose, I am maximizing the Ansys 18.2 version, and if you want to find out the basic geometry properties like volume and mass of this geometry, you just need to come to the geometry group, and in the geometry group you need to come to the details window, and in the details window you have a group called properties. You need to expand that properties group, and once you expand the properties group, you will be able to observe the volume as well as mass of this particular object, right? And this particular mass will be calculated based on the material that is assigned to this particular object, right? Then if you want to find out more geometry properties, what you need to do is you need to come to the geometry group only, and in the geometry group you will expand the geometry group and select the geometry. And once you select the geometry, see here there is a group called properties again in the details window, and you will expand that properties group. And here in addition to volume and mass, you can also observe centroid position as well as the moment of inertia about different axes. So this is how you can view the properties of the geometry inside older versions of the Ansys Workbench software. Now I will minimize the older version and maximize the newer version of Ansys Workbench software. Now I have maximized the newer version of Ansys mechanical software. Here also, if you want to see the basic properties of the geometry, I will click on the geometry group, and once I click on the geometry group, I will come to the details window, and in the details window I will click on the properties, and I will be able to see its volume as well as mass. And likewise, similar to the options that are available in the older versions of the Ansys mechanical software, here also if I want to see the advanced properties of this particular geometry, I need to come and expand the geometry group, and I need to select the geometry. And once I select the geometry, here I will be able to have the properties group in the details, and once I expand this properties group and scroll down, I'll be able to observe the additional properties such as centroid position as well as moment of inertia, right? So this is how we will be able to find the properties of a geometry in the older versions of Ansys mechanical software as well as the newer versions of the Ansys mechanical software.